Hi, Barbara. Okay, let's see. I am back from Juneau. It was an awesome trip. If you ever have the chance to go to Southeast Alaska, do it. It is gorgeous. I would say where I was at, Juneau, which is the capital of the state, is only accessible by ferry or boat or by airplane. So there are roads in Juneau, but they don't go very far, and thus there aren't that many people that live there. I think 30,000. Anyway, it was a terrific trip. It's a temperate rainforest, and probably just like you, I am very used to 300 days of sun. And so it was glorious to have foggy, sort of misty, rainy days. The only odd thing was that Juneau is kind of a small town and there were lots of cruise ships. I mean, mega cruise ships that were like the size of small high rises, um, like high rises put on their side. In any case, there would be up to 4 or 5 huge cruise ships in the port. And from the hotel that we stayed at, which was downtown, we could hear the cruise ships coming in and docking. And then, so they would come in the morning and then dock, and then they would leave in the evening. And I'm not sure how it is for you during midsummer, but there in Alaska, it was daylight from about 4 a.m. to almost 11, maybe midnight. It was actually almost brighter some days late at night versus during the day when there was a lot of cloud cover. In any case, it was a great trip. Saw tons of wildlife, went to a fjord, really reminded me of Norway, which I love. Um, and so we saw, boy, tons of bald eagles, bear, mountain goat, seal, whale, um, sea lions, Arctic terns. It was just gorgeous. And I got a little bit of writing done. So actually, I got more than a little bit of writing done, but not as much as I thought I was going to get done. So I was with a total, there were 12 of us, and then 2 writers, coaches, teachers. So they were 2 women who led us, and 12 of us. And I think I got 7,000 words written toward my memoir, and I got to start on a young adult story, a sci-fi story that I'm starting, and then I wrote and performed a slam poetry piece. So there you have it. Okay, getting to music. Ballad by Bergmüller. I love the piece. I am having a heck of a time getting measure 3/4, the left hand, the do 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 do. So I have been practicing it, but I did not have a chance to really practice when I was in Alaska. So there went 10 days for sure. So the other thing that I noticed as I was recording and listening back was that I can hear the piano keys almost more sometimes than I can hear the notes on the video. I don't hear it that way when I'm playing it and behind the keyboard. I don't know whether that's just a factor of it being a keyboard versus a piano, but that was like slightly distressing when I was recording. So in any case, I tried to get the dynamics right and the like the dolce and the animato. Then on to the second page, I, tried to bring the volume up and down, do the 2-note slur, and, hopefully I got it together for the coda. Anyway, that was my try. I know I do need to spend more time to get the left hand jiving with the right hand with a so I am working on it, and I'm happy to keep working on it. So that's the ballade. I want to talk about 1,000 Years. I worked on just doing the left hand blocks, the chords, and I apologize. It is like in such slow tempo that I hope you are able to listen to it at a faster speed, 1.25 or 1.5 or something like that, because it's painfully slow. And I heard what you said. It was probably 2 lessons ago when you were talking about the lazy eye, and some people map out the music, so they have a map in their mind about the music. I tried to do that, and I noted, the A, which would be the verse, and then the bridge on page 3, and then the chorus, which starts on measure 49, and keeps going on measure 69. So I tried to decipher it that way, but still I'm having some trouble, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure whether I just don't think that way or whether I need to dissect it a little more, spend a little more time on it, get a little more familiar with it. I'll tell you, I really want to sing the words, which when you told me that your chorus sang, I was like, oh my gosh! So that is super cool. I am curious whether it was SSAA or SABT. But yeah, I love the song. I'm not yet enamored with my playing of the song, certainly. And again, I'm happy to keep working on this and open to your ideas as to how to get better on this piece. Okay. The scales. So I am working from the music in the book. I do understand how it goes, how C major is the relative scale to the key of A minor. So I played C major first, then I played A minor. And then I do understand that 7th note going up to a sharp. I get that, so that it sounds like it makes sense that it descends down to the tonic. Again, it needs just more practice. So A minor, on the E minor, I played first the relative G major scale, and then I did the natural E minor and then the harmonic. Right now without the music, I find my fingering is totally off, and sometimes I don't end up on the right finger at the end. And then the last, which was D minor, and the relative scale being the F major. That one's pretty fun because we're adding the C sharp, the B flat, and the C sharp. That's pretty fun, and makes sense in the fingering. So again, I played the F major, the relative D minor, and then harmonic D minor. So needs more work. I am working on it. Okay. I did want to mention that I finally had a chance to listen to that super cool slideshow with the examples of the piano music, Baroque era classical, and romantic. And I would say probably, I'm imagining maybe my favorite is romantic, then classical, then Baroque, but I'm not really sure. So, and I'm going to be listening to it again this afternoon, but it takes a while to upload these videos to YouTube. So I wanted to get my videos done immediately and first so I can upload them and have them to you in the next hour or so. I would say that my testing of myself was poor. I probably got maybe half of them right, maybe not even that much. Not really sure. I think I was having a little trouble discerning between classical and Baroque. I do get the ornamental, like I like the idea of the architecture because I could understand, oh yeah, Baroque, ornamental, and classical being very structured with the, Ionic or Doric columns. Very, very, I get that. I wasn't yet able to hear the distinction, but I'm sure that comes with some practice. Romantic, it seems a little more dynamic and more, the music sounds a little more emotional. So that's where I'm at with that. Let me just look at my notes that I have for you. I did want to say congratulations for completing the 12K. That is huge. So, and I wanted to also encourage you to go for the half. Yay. And, I've actually, I think when I turned 50, I decided, I'm going to start running. So I joined a master's running club and I ran 3 half marathons. And because I live at altitude, so we live at 7,600 feet above sea level. So that's about 2,300 meters above sea level, something like that, maybe more, 2,500 meters above sea level. And so I decided my first marathon was going to be the Portland Marathon because that is at sea level. So I was training at altitude, going to sea level, much easier. Anyway, so very excited for you. Super fun to train for those types of things. And I actually got a book that helped kind of outline how to train without hurting oneself. Subsequently, and since I did hurt myself and I have thought about getting back into running, one of my girlfriends who still runs and she runs marathons, she says what she's doing now is a run walk. So she runs for, 90 seconds, walks for 90 seconds, and does that consistently. And she'll finish a marathon doing that. Food for thought. Okay, anyway, hope you're doing well. And I apologize, my playing is not stellar, but I wanted to just keep on track, and I know that you're going to be closed for a few weeks, so I wanted to get this out to you and not delay my lesson for another month. So anyway, look forward to seeing you and wishing you all the best. And while we are starting to ramp up in our temperatures, I think they said that we were part of a heat dome in the western United States, and it is hot already in the beginning of June. You are now entering fall, so have fun, enjoy it. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.